Genesis chapter 1, verse 24.
As loud as you can.
Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth every kind of living creature, tame animals, crawling things, and every kind of wild animal." And so it happened. God made every kind of wild animal, every kind of tame animal, and every kind of thing that crawls on the ground. God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make human beings in our image, after our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, the tame animals, all the wild animals, and all the creatures that crawl on the earth." God created mankind in his image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fertile and multiply. Fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, and all the living things that crawl on earth." God also said,
Okay, you can stop. Can you repeat that creation of man and woman?
God created mankind in his image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them.
Okay. Can you, continue reading.
God also said, "See, I give you every seed-bearing plant on all of the earth, and every tree that has seed-bearing fruit on it to be your food. And to all the wild animals, all the birds of the air, and all the living creatures that crawl on the earth, I give all the green plants for food." And so it happened. God looked at everything he had made and found it very good. Evening came and morning followed, the sixth day.
Okay. So what was the command God gave them?
God also God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fertile and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it."
Okay, well, it's supposed to be a heart. But, right after creation, right, what happened? How many minutes? I don't know how many minutes so we have. Can you read here?
The woman saw that the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eyes.
Keep reading.
And the tree was desirable for gaining wisdom. So she took some of its fruit and ate it. And she also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it.
Yeah.
Then the eyes of both of
What
them
happened?
were opened.
To the hearts. What
They
happened?
knew they were naked.
Just as you feel that what happens.
So they sewed fig leaves together and made loincloths for themselves.
Keep reading. You're free to do whatever you want.
And they heard the sound of the Lord God walking about in the garden at the breezy time of the day. The man and his wife hid themselves from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. The Lord God then called to the man and asked him, "Where are you?" He answered, "I heard you in the garden, but I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." Then God asked, "Who told you you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I had forbidden you to eat?" The man replied, "The woman whom you put here with me, she gave me fruit from the tree, so I ate it." The Lord God then asked the woman, "What is this you have done?" The woman answered, "A snake tricked me, so I ate it."
Okay. So sin happened, right? And it hurt this image of God. Now, this image of God is multiplied, right? As the Lord commanded. So when men and women come together and and the new life is born, right? We see that image of God, but we also see the effects and the consequences of sin, and see how similar they are, right? I don't know if you've experienced, but I worked at a boarding school many years ago, and I hadn't met the parents of the kids. And when they came at the end of the year, I knew exactly whose parents, and not only because of how they looked, but because of how their personality, the way they spoke, the way I almost felt like I knew them just by knowing their kids, right? It gets transmitted. Now, what happened? Did God just leave us like that with that heart stained by sin? No, He sent Jesus, right, to redeem us. And not only did He have the capacity to erase sin with His blood, right? But He also made us capable of receiving God in our own hearts, of taking part of that divine nature. So this divine nature is going to be symbolized by gold. And I want you to listen now to what Jesus answered to one of the apostles.
Jesus said to him, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you know me, then you will also know my Father. From now on, you do know him and have seen him. Philip said to him, Master, show us the Father, and that will be enough for us. Jesus said to him, have I been with you for so long a time, and you still do not know me, Philip? Whoever has...
Sorry, can you repeat the last two verses?
Philip said to him, Master, show us the Father, and that will be enough for us. Jesus said to him, have I been with you for so long a time, and you still do not know me, Philip? Whoever has seen me has seen the Father.
Okay, so. So, if our hearts, and this could also be the hearts of our children, if they are filled with God, we are able to transmit, right, this image. Maybe it's not 100% accurate, but you can get better. This image of God. And we can make God, who is invisible, can make him visible through our own bodies. What did Jesus say to Thomas? Not to Philip.
Whoever has seen me has seen the Father.
Whoever has seen me has seen the Father. So, for the vast topic of theology of the body, it's a whole new area of theology. We're just going to start with this. We were created in his image and likeness. Men and women, he created them. There is something in our bodies and in our masculinity, in our femininity, that reflects the image of God. And he said it is very good. He said it is very good. Now, this image that has been wounded by sin has been restored by Jesus Christ. He brings to us the full image of God, so that this communion might be restored to the full. And I'm probably over the 7 minutes now, so I'm just going to leave it like that, and from there we'll just start the discussion.
Thank you, Father.